What do you make of these numbers? It does look encouraging on the retail sales, I must say.
Today, good morning. I think when you look at it, I would say this is definitely the early signs of the policy support, right, being implemented since late September. I would say most of the policy in late September, including the monetary easing, and also the support to housing market and also equity market, and also the expectation for further fiscal expansion is really helping to boost up the sentiment, right? So I think that is where it is helping with the consumer confidence and the support of consumption, especially, in October with the National Day, holiday. So I think that is encouraging. And also I would say on the investment side, the government has definitely tried to accelerate the bond issuance and the infrastructure projects, right? So I think this will probably show up, in coming months. So I think, we still need to wait and see for further, policy support, especially on the fiscal side, to sustain this growth rebound. I think the question is whether this growth recovery can be sustained, in 2025. I think that's something really depends on the further policy support.
The data that we've got out this morning continues to show that property remains a drag. You've got a minus 10.4%, I think it was, on the property investment as far as the fixed asset investment is concerned, 10.3% of a decline. And then coupled with that, you had a 5.9% drop year on year in new home prices, a 9-year low still. So when do you believe that some of these measures that we've seen and some of the confidence that we've seen coming back to the market as far as buyer sentiment is concerned is going to start to translate into those numbers, and we can start to see some signs of improvement on the property investment and the home prices side?
Differentiated the home sales, right, in the housing market, and then the housing investment side, because I think in October you do see the housing transactions, activities do pick up a little bit, especially in major cities. So I do see. So I think this is where you could actually see some stabilization in the housing market. But on the other hand, I think a structural issue in the housing sector is really the oversupply, right? Very high stock of unsold homes, and even those sold but not delivered, and also land that's been sold but not developed. So I think this is where I don't think the housing investment, has bottomed. It will continue to contract, decline, and will continue to remain a drag on the economic growth in China. I think the government may have to come up with more forceful measure, right, to deal with the oversupply issue in the housing sector, and they have to leverage on central government balance sheet to deal with that.